Hey guys, welcome back to the City of Draxis, where we have the rebels attempting to hold this outpost that they just removed the Imperials from last episode. The Imperial remnant in the city was holed up in this academy building. The rebels launched a large assault on the front of the building, took it, scavenged some resources, repurposed the defenses, and set up their HQ here. Here's the officer right here, and there's a large swath of rebels throughout the entire building that are going to be trying to protect this variety of bazookas, elite soldiers, standard soldiers, guards. They also repurpose some of these turrets out here, and they're going to be stationed throughout the city in defensive positions. The Imperials were very unhappy that the city of Draxis was lost completely to the rebels, and it's now under rebel occupation. So the Imperials decided that the only option was a large-scale full assault. There's 3 points of assault. Here's the first one. This is going to be kind of a flanking assault with shore troopers, stormtroopers, and one ATST. ATSTs are kind of the standard ground invasion unit for the Imperials. There's also a secondary cadre of soldiers, more stormtroopers, an officer, 6 death troopers off the shuttle, as well as an ATST. This is going to be the main assault approach upon this outpost here. And then there's also a small third elite group that's going to be attempting to ambush, kind of sandwich the rebels. They deployed from behind enemy lines and moved their way into positioning to deal a major blow to the rebel alliance should they get the opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and set it into slow speed for the first little bit here, as we'll see quite a bit of fighting. So let's go ahead and get started. Hope you enjoy. Stormtroopers marching forward. Rebels spotted them and they opened fire. With this turret here, has an opportunity to major damage early on here. This ATST also is going to play a huge role if it's able to get all the way up here and start hitting the outpost defenses. Going to be absolutely massive. Those rocket troopers inside, the rebels are going to need them to push out and deal some fire into these ATSTs. These grenade launchers on the side as well are going to be crucial for the ATSTs taking out turrets and swaths of rebel soldiers here as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the flanking attack. ATST moving forward at the front of this assault. A few rebels going down still early on here. Shots coming out from all directions, all sides. ATST really being aggressive here. I would expect we'll see some grenades being fired, launched out of here very soon, trying to take out groups of rebels rather than individually with their laser fire. But they definitely will do significant damage no matter what weapon they use, just with the size of the laser turrets on this thing. Let's see if he wants to use his grenades here. Oh, and here come the grenades. These things are absolutely brutal to infantry. Massive grenades. Looks like he took out all but 2 of them on this group right here. ATST pumping on forward while the shore troopers and stormtroopers try and get a foothold here. A couple losses on this corner, but overall doing major damage. Let's go back over here where it looks like this ATST got taken out by those rocket troopers. It's flying all over the place. Took out this turret too, but not before it went down. Looks like there's 2 rocket troopers, 3 rocket troopers left, and there may be that 4th one floating around that I just don't see. Looks like that ATST got this 1 turret. This one's still in the game. Looks like these soldiers fled their cover and are kind of moving forward here. Let's see if this flanking group of shore troopers is getting involved at all. Doesn't look like they are quite yet, but I expect we'll see that shortly. Stormtroopers coming forward here, right into a hail of blaster fire. They got rebels in front, to the side. They got this turret. It looks like they're trying to kind of do a little bit of a almost wedged attack where they have soldiers moving on the left, the right, and the center in order to create kind of a V formation and cover all areas that they're being attacked from. Second ATST coming up here. Looks like he's shooting at some single rebels over here. Really not going to be a lot of impact there. If he starts targeting over here, this is where we're going to see major damage to the rebel forces. These other sword troopers moving up, starting to get involved. A couple death troopers in there as well. Let's see what this ATST firing now on the main group of rebels. If he fires in here, they might be able to take out these rocket troopers. Rockets going out. I don't think he hit this ATST here. Grenades coming out, taking out this swath of rebels. Rockets coming out. Strikes the ATST. Here's another rocket. Hits it again, I think, and there it goes. Major explosion. ATST going down rather early here. Did not do significant damage to the exterior of the defense here. This turret is going to be a major factor if they're not able to take it down quickly. A large number of stormtroopers getting involved now. We got, looks like all 6 death troopers right here, as well as a technician here and an officer getting involved now. Let's see, looks like there's a couple rebels still over here doing some damage to the shore troopers. Looks like a bit of a choke point here. They're kind of getting shot at from all directions, creating a little bit of a problem for these guys. And then there's another kind of pinch point here because they got rebels on both sides that are able to have an impact. Looks like they got grenaded right here. A couple rebels scattered throughout. These shore troopers here have an opportunity to do a lot of damage, kind of pinch these guys, come up over here and sneak up and shoot at them from behind their defenses. Let me see if I can kind of take out this. Let's take that out before it does something a little gorky. Another problem with these stormtroopers right here is they just don't have a lot of cover. One death trooper's dead. These guys are going to play a huge role if they don't get taken out quickly. There's just not a lot of cover for them to fire from is kind of their issue. Another death trooper here. I expect he's about to go down with the amount of fire he's taking from the turret and from regular blaster fire. And there he goes. Not too many deaths though at this point, enough where it's definitely made an impact, but they're still able to definitely get this assault done. These shore troopers definitely starting to have an impact. They've taken no losses. I love the sound of these guns right here. I think they sound incredible, just like Rogue One, you know. Definitely all the elite soldiers kind of have the cool sounding blasters is kind of what I've noticed typically. A few more rebels here. They're still holding strong over here. There's a group of them. They're just catching them in this little crossfire here, which is just absolutely devastating to them right now. Still a lot of shore troopers left though, so they definitely are going to be able to make their way through this if they continue pushing forward. Rebels are slowly going down one at a time. These guys right here are going to be a problem if they don't find a way to kind of attack them head on. These shore troopers really getting involved over here now as a secondary point of attack on these guys. Absolutely huge that they're able to catch them in this pincher, kind of catch them behind their sorry, I had my audio off. Let me turn that on. Catch them behind their line here, which is going to be pretty huge. Death troopers coming forward here. This is the sound I was talking about. The sound that I love. I guess everybody would have missed that because of my not very intelligent self. Let's see if that. I don't know if that officer's still alive and kicking around here. He should be around here somewhere if he is. Here's a technician. I don't know where he came from. One of the ATSTs or something maybe. Very cool kind of two-sided attack here that's going on. It's kind of just a wide range of fire coming in from the stormtroopers, which is definitely super important in terms of how they're going to knock down this defense. This turret's still alive. They need to knock this thing out as soon as possible because it's just going to keep pulverizing these guys. Fortunately, it's not super accurate. Whoever's firing this thing might be their first day in the Rebel Alliance, but definitely something they need to take out here as soon as possible. A few guys still behind cover here. Looks like actually quite a few. And they're not getting suppressed at all, so they're able to just keep unloading on them, which is huge for the Rebels. Looks like their back lines here are taking losses, though, as these Death Troopers and Shore Troopers move up. Only one death from this entire flanking group so far. Stormtroopers moving up, Shore Troopers moving up, and I think they're just going to continue to really pound the defense with all sorts of blaster fire. Looks like the numbers over here are really dwindling. There's looks like there's one rebel here, 4, 5, 6, like right here. A lot of losses, but there's a lot of troopers left. So they need to finish up with the rebels over here and then clear this and move this way. Looks like there's a group of stormtroopers coming out over here helping them. This is distracting them, which is really going to help these guys take this last guy up and then just sandwich these guys in the middle and knock them out here pretty easily. A lot of fire coming. These guys just really aren't getting too involved right now. I don't know if it's a line of sight thing or if it's a range thing or if they're just pacifists, which it really could be. Stormtroopers really struggling to make a push here. With that turret still alive, they're just getting cut down. And then these guys just are not really interested in risking their lives for the Empire, it would seem. 2 Death Troopers left from the original 6, it looks like. There's 1, 2, 3 dead right there. I don't know if there's a fourth. Okay, here's the 4th dead one. So there's just the 2 there, and then there's 3 more over here. 1, 2, 3. They're all getting involved now. This guy's pretty far out in the open, but he is taking shots at the rebels here. Pretty heavy losses. The whole right side, though, is still alive and kicking. This right here is a little bundle of guys that they gotta find a way to eliminate. That Death Trooper's really putting in work, though, attacking and knocking down all these guys behind cover, really. These Shore Troopers, looks like they're starting to make a bit of a push. Let's see how the side's doing over here. Looks like all of the rebels got taken out. So the Empire's about to get some much-needed reinforcements from this flank over here. Pretty significant losses from the Imperials. Yellow is dead rebels, red is dead Imperials. Looks like it's about even. Maybe a little more on the rebel side of things. Let's go back over here. Looks like 1 Death Trooper went down here. Really a big loss for them because these guys have powerful weapons and they're just a little bit better soldier than the rest of them, which really ends up playing a big impact. The losses are really starting to mount here for the exterior defenses. These guys are going to play a big impact if they're able to kind of push right here. If they get bottled up over here, that's going to be a problem for them. But if they're able to kind of come right in here, that's when there's going to be just a full front of Imperials, which will be huge for them. Death Trooper making a big push. Not sure what the plan is here. Back to a little bit of cover, which is what I'd suggest. Stormtroopers are really getting a foothold now. moving up, and now they're all able to just lay down fire, and now this group right here is just completely suppressed. They did take out this turret. That's probably a big reason why they're able to push forward with the front that they are. And then here's the whole flank kind of pushing up now. Looks like there's a few stragglers coming up, but for the most part they're all coming forward. Looks like there's one guy right here. Not sure what he's doing, but he looks like a deserter. I'm sure the officer corps will take care of him after the battle, should he make that decision. Doesn't look like the flanking force had too many losses. Just the one death trooper, about a handful, probably 5 or 6 shore troopers. These death troopers right here, they're putting some shots on this guy, which is a great way to get started on the interior. Actually, looks like a little duel, and the death trooper takes the W with him there. Interior's getting involved a little bit here. These guys right here laying down a salvo of blaster fire. Nobody else is involved yet. Just don't really have the angle for it. But a huge frontal force of stormtroopers is making their way forward. Now the key for these guys, really, for this interior is if they can push like right around here, take out the interior. If they wrap around, kind of attack this side without going straight in, that's going to be huge for them. But if the troopers just do this right here, they just run in and then get shot, I mean, it's going to be really significant losses because it's just not going to be a strong offensive. But massive number of soldiers pushing forward here, and they have an opportunity to do a lot of damage. Death troopers at the forefront here on really both sides. Looks like there's 4 death troopers left. Big grenade. You're going to dislodge these guys, and then a large hail of fire. Oh my goodness, absolutely devastating grenade. Looks like there's only 2 more soldiers on the exterior here. And now there's a full firefight going on with these guys on the interior. They got the hallway involved as well as the guys on this table. Shore troopers just running in, just straight to their deaths. Really not a good strategy for them. It's just the AI being a little bit clunky. Shooting the table. Okay, now he's shooting this guy. And he got some shots off on him, but he didn't end up getting the kill there. Another death trooper went down, it looks like. So there's probably only 3. Oh, here's the officer. He is still alive, and now he is firing into this line right here. Almost entirely suppressed. There's just a brutal crossfire right here, which is going to result in the loss of a lot of stormtroopers. They've just got to pile in all their guys right here and just get as many bodies firing as much blaster fire into this opening as possible. Let's see if there's any stragglers. Looks like just a couple still coming up. A little, you see all the firing and they're a little hesitant. I don't blame them, but got to move in, fellas. Got to move in. A huge wave of them coming in. This is going to be enough to get a foothold, I think, as they just might be able to suppress these guys enough. Big grenade coming out. Oh, this grenade could destroy the foothold. Okay, huge grenade. Destroys a death trooper, like 5 stormtroopers, and looks like, I think, all the death troopers might be dead now. Huge loss. This officer is still alive. Not sure if he's ordering his men in here. Looks like they're getting a little bit of a foothold. They got to knock these guys out. There's definitely taking some losses now. The key is to suppress, and then when they pop up, you knock them out. A lot of stormtroopers sitting behind this cover. Great strategy. The right side, other than one guy, is completely knocked out. Taking losses in the tunnel now. And let's go ahead and set this to full speed now. Making a push inside here. Another elite. Oh my goodness, this shore trooper almost wiped out this entire line. Only one guy left over here, and I expect, there he goes. And this guy over here went down. So the entire entry hallway into this building is down, and there's still a pretty significant amount. Oh, there is one death trooper left. There's one death trooper left, and he's laying down fire down this hallway. Doing good work. He is the last remaining elite specialist on the field here for the Empire. This guy, I expect, will go down any moment. Sharing cover with the Rebel. Reminds me of like the World War I trenches during Christmas, you know. Guys are forging little alliances for the holidays or something like that. Not sure, but a just hail of blaster fire being returned on both sides here. Stormtroopers putting down a tremendous amount of fire, and then the Rebels, especially here in the back, are able to fire a lot. A lot of stray shots. I imagine these guys will start going down just because of the sheer amount of fire. You know, the Stormtrooper aims and fires at this guy, misses, and hits him in the head. So, still a lot of battle to go. Looks like there's 5 specialist soldiers in here. A couple shore troopers running in there. Not exactly sure what the strategy is there, but definitely not a good one. Officer still right here. This is going to be a pretty significant aspect of the defense if they're able to whittle down the troops just enough, and if they just push in there one at a time. Let's see. Does not look like there's actually that many Imperials left. They may not be able to retake this. It really just depends on how they move forward. Doesn't look like there's a ton of guys left in here. This Death Trooper is still making an impact, a significant impact. He's pushing up. Really a leader here. Let's see. Let's see if he's able to get any kills. Death Trooper goes down. Looks like he went down by this hallway. Probably got shot by these rebels inside. There's 6 of them, actually. Officer coming in. We'll see. He's likely to go down here. He's kind of standing in the open with no armor, so not exactly the smartest choice. Technician here at the front as well. Gotta admire the tenacity of these soldiers. Really, just coming right in. Let's see if there's that straggler over here still. And there is. Let's see if we can get him to come forward here. There will be no deserters in the Imperial Army. Here he comes. Alright, let's see how we're doing in the hallway here. A lot of shots. They're making a little bit of headway. They're slowly but surely knocking them down. These 4 guys right here definitely making a major impact. They just have better range, accuracy, and I think they have a little more health. Officer did go down. I'm not sure where the technician is. Looks like the technician. Did he run in here? Looks like this guy's making a play. Oh my goodness. Looks like he took out like 3 of them right there. They need more of these guys getting it. Okay, here comes that last guy. Finally in the battle here. I'm curious how many kills. Oh my goodness. Massive grenade. Okay, only ended up taking out 1. Technician is still alive. Let's see how many kills does this guy have. Oops. 8 kills. Back here, 2 kills, 2 kills, 0, 0, 3, 1. Much less of an impact than I expected here. 2 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill, 0 kills, 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills. Rebel pushing all the way up here. Not sure where these guys came from, but I'll send them back here to help with the defense of the officer. Not sure if any of them are going to get taken down here as they run. Looks like they do not. And I gotta be honest, I don't think the stormtroopers have enough to pull this one out. I gotta say, they've got a lot of soldiers, but just the way the AI works, they're not going to make an aggressive play and really do any significant damage to these guys. Is going to be the problem for them. Did that one elite soldier finally die? Not sure when he died. I didn't see him die. So, stormtroopers are moving up now, making a play here. Still just a lot of guys down here, a lot of fire that they have to contend with. They got to get enough guys in here to just really suppress these these shooters and really work on putting them down. And even then, this last room is still a major force to be contended with. Stormtroopers do definitely have a foothold on this hallway, though. They're able to unleash a lot of fire, probably a good 20, 25 guys laying rounds down range. Just don't see a lot of losses, though. 2 guys died here, I think. Let's see. There goes another one. A lot of fire. This is probably the most coordinated that we've seen them. Another guy goes down. A little crossfire as they're shooting from both sides now. These guys getting suppressed pretty heavily. There goes a specialist. He goes down here. 1, 2, 5, 6 guys left here in the main hallway. And really a good push from the Imperials. They have an opportunity here to turn this around and maybe get a victory for the Empire here. These 3 guys almost completely suppressed. There goes another one. There's 1, 2, only 5 left here. And 3 of them are not even able to get shots off. And I expect these guys are going to grenade them. And there they go. And all 3 immediately go down and get blasted to smithereens. Absolutely brutal. A lot of guys in here. And there's so that we got 1 right here. And then another probably 12 or maybe even like 20 guys in here. Taking shots at this one guy. Not sure if they have the angle to hit him, though. They're trying. Might be a little hitbox thing going on here. For the motherland. I don't know what motherland they're talking about, but I don't think the Empire can pull this off. I think they definitely can with help. But without help, they're just going to file in one at a time, and there's just so many guys here that I don't think they're going to be able to pull it off. Let's see.
Whatever you say.
Knock that guy out. Oh, there is a whole bunch of them in here. Okay. Looks like the Imperials are regrouping. Let's speed it up a little bit while they regroup. Looks like it got some of their attention. A couple guys kind of stuck in the wall or something. I'm not going to let this guy go in. These guys kind of have an opportunity to regroup. They're going to proceed to their waypoints. Holy crap, they're going real far. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens here. Technician does his best. Doesn't work out. And looks like they're proceeding. These guys going all the way back here. A risky move for them, but perhaps it'll pay out. Let's go ahead and set these guys to regular speed now. Heading inside. Nonchalant. Doesn't even have his weapon drawn. And he just runs into his death. Okay. Not sure what the game plan is there, but grenades in this room would be the best possible approach, really. Likely waiting for reinforcements to kind of come back. Personally, I think I would just get all my guys to run in with grenades and start lobbing them. Would be probably my move of choice. Let's get this guy in here just so he's back in the battle. And I think the rebels have a significant shot at making a stand here and ultimately winning this. Yellow is dead stormtroopers, red is dead rebels. Just see heavy losses from the stormtroopers throughout this whole battle, really. These guys, they're not going to make their way up quickly now, it looks like. Just with how the AI kind of work in this. They're just going to keep going in one at a time. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to bring them up. There's about 20 of them out there. What I'm going to go ahead and do here is alright, let's see if we can get the Empire here. Alright, we got stormtroopers, we got shore troopers, and we got a dream. And that's all we need. Alright, let's see if we can kind of get it down to 2 groups here. Looks like 3 will have to be it. Alright. Just a massive firepower of the rebels here, and really, they just didn't stand a chance. Can't really see.
One down.
One last Imperial. And I think he's going to have to retreat and tell Lord Vader that the mission was unsuccessful. So the rebels hold the outpost, and their officer lives to fight another day. And all of the Imperials end up losing their lives here at the end. Yellow is dead Imperials, red is dead rebels, and can just see heavy losses on both sides. This was not a winning battle for either side, really. A lot of explosions, just losses throughout with the rebels here. I think having their forces kind of scattered made them a little weaker. There's a lot of strength in numbers in this game. I think maybe we'll have a retaliatory episode here as the rebels have a little bit of momentum here, and they'll push back against the Empire. We'll see what happens. So I appreciate everyone for taking the time to watch this, hang out a little bit. This is episode 2 of kind of the Draxis fighting, and let me know if you want me to continue it and what you think. And thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good one. See ya.